going on, chat, man? We are back, and today we are reacting to ESPN gets exposed for trashing Michael Jordan, man. You know, this was highly anticipated and highly recommended, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 with y'all. Like, for ESPN to trash Michael Jordan, that just doesn't make sense. Like, be honest. Michael Jordan is by far the best basketball player of all time. So, and they be glazing and saying LeBron is doing this, LeBron is doing that at 40. Bro, and it's the littlest inconveniences, man. And I'm a LeBron fan, so I have to spit facts. I'm not a biased person. But, you know, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. And if you guys enjoy my Michael Jordan journey or just classic / old NBA content, man, you know, hit that subscribe button, man, and join the crew. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Yes, sir.
My hot take is Michael Jordan's 6-0 finals record is the most overrated stat in sports.
The stat works because...
Bro, chat, we're only 5 seconds in, and this guy just said that 6-0, a perfect record, is overrated. Nah, that's crazy. All right, come on,
because it's
man.
a clean story. Perfect record, never failed. But it ignores when he did fail. 6-0 in the finals isn't proof he's untouchable. It's proof he lost earlier instead. Jordan played 15 seasons. In 9 of them, he didn't even make the finals. In Wilt's, Magic's, or LeBron's careers,
LeBron is 4-6 though. What, do you have to lose in the finals for it to not be overrated? Like, bro, I think 6-0 in the finals is just very good. Like, I think the guy, there's a reason to why that is a thing.
They lost in the finals still count as failures on their record. For Jordan, those failures just came in earlier rounds. It also ignores how loaded those Bulls teams were.
What you just said
is
one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
When it comes to younger NBA fans nowadays, looking back at previous eras, it's a very common trend and tactic to rewrite history and alter the narrative 40 years after the fact. And for someone like Jordan, they do this all the time.
Michael's never been the underdog in any finals.
Chat, is that a thing? Like, Jordan has never been an underdog? Is that like an actual thing that genuinely people believe?
Not one time.
Face it, you're a terrible liar.
Now, when discussing 6-0 in the NBA Finals, what it refers to is only the NBA Finals. Yes, Michael Jordan wasn't perfect, we understand that. When it comes to NBA Finals, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but Michael Jordan, yes, was indeed perfect. And why 6-0 is so...
He was perfect! Exactly, chat! Come on!
...important, matters so much, isn't just because Jordan always won, it's the context of how he won and performed in those finals, as Michael Jordan every single series was the best player on either team. Now, with that being said, Jordan's Bulls teams, they weren't always favored, always shoo-in to win the finals. Case in point, look at 1991.
The Lakers are tested, experienced in these situations. The Bulls are in the finals for the first time.
Well, I think they talked a lot about hunger. Michael Jordan has said, we are hungry, they are experienced. But when it comes down to this series, right now, the Los Angeles Lakers have players who have played in 140 final games. The Chicago Bulls have had no player play in the finals. I think it's going to come down to experience. It will be...
See, right there. He said that, you know, Jordan was never an underdog. Against Magic Johnson, he was an underdog. Come on, the Lakers were going to the finals so much back then, and at that time frame, that it was like impossible for them not to be nominated. All like the NBA champions of that year. You know, just off the bat, right? But you know, Jordan ended up winning that, and I've been learning this on my Jordan journey, and I appreciate all the recommendations and you know all the videos that you guys been telling me to react to, man.
A 7-game win for the Lakers. I think that you've got to go with Magic because no player has ever been able to control the tempo like he has. The only way the Bulls are going to get around that, I believe, is if they press him full court.
For that year's NBA Finals in the moment, nobody said LA was a terrible team, they sucked, or the Bulls were going to waltz to a championship. In the moment, nobody ever thought that. But fast forward 40 years later, Jordan's Bulls were always favored, the Lakers stunk, and Michael Jordan, you know, always had a super team.
All lies will be exposed, that's all.
So looking at Michael Jordan's first NBA Finals, to once again prove 6-0 was never guaranteed, look at Game 3 of this series. At this point in the Bulls and Lakers, it was tied 1-1. And Game 3 in LA was a big-time pivotal game in the series that could alter NBA history.
Okay.
As looking through playoff history, the winners of Game 3s in the series win the series 74% of the time. And looking at this Lakers team on their home floor, an impressive 13-2 streak in the postseason had gone.
See, like, look at this. Look at this. They've been balling, chat. Like, they've been actually balling.
7-1. Michael Jordan's Bulls right here, they weren't waltzing to a championship. This was not going to be an easy game to win on LA's home floor. So looking at Michael Jordan in Game 3, it wasn't some 40-point masterpiece. He shot 55% from the field. For Jordan standards, it was an average game numbers-wise. 29 points, 9 boards, 9 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks.
What do you guys think about the 11 for 28 field goal percentage? Do you think that's good or bad? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this was pretty, like everything, the 9 assists, the 9 rebounds, like this makes up for it. But like if you look at that, you would think it's like, I don't know.
491, that's a decent game.
Yeah.
But here's the added context. When it comes to these finals games, final series, they can be altered by one shot, one play in a crucial moment.
20 seconds to go. 14 on the shot clock. Going for the game winner. Divac fumbled, recovered, and hit. Yes! In the regular season.
That is crazy. On Scotty's head too, chat. Hey!
Tonight's Miller Genuine Draft Player of the game is Vlade Divac. On behalf.
Chat, was he nice, Vlade Divac? I don't know too much about his game. Can you guys let me know down below?
Vlade.
This is the moment where if you were watching this live in 1991, you're like, okay, this series is over. Like
if you bet on the Lakers in Game 3, you're like, okay, I hit this one.
So stopping that right there, Vlade, a big-time shot, plus the free throw. The announcers, Lakers fans, they already got it penciled in LA. They're up 2-1 in the series. At the absolute worst of the series, it's going 6, but possibly 7. And looking at Jordan at this point in the second half, an abysmal 2 for 11 shooting. Michael Jordan.
What? Jordan was 2 for 11? Chat, that's kind of crazy, bro. Jordan going 2 for 11?
Right here was having an off half where he could not buy a basket. And here's some added context. Michael Jordan Game 1 in Chicago, his finals debut, missed a game-winning jumper. So right here, Jordan Game 3, tons of pressure on him, as was the Bulls team.
Remaining Craig Hodges, the three-point specialist, has checked in. Here's Jordan on the pull-up. Yes! And the game is tied at 92 with 3 4/10 seconds.
This is a full court time running down floater that he also gets up over Divac,
who comes flying at him.
And when you watch the replay from like the baseline on
it's kind of crazy that he literally went and did the same thing, but to the player that did it to his teammate.
That's an insane shot.
The delay of game to give. Divac. Jordan knocked it away. Scott got it off. And we go to overtime.
That shot right there from Jordan, one of the great gems in NBA history, a forgotten clutch Jordan moment.
I've never seen that clutch that clutch shot by Jordan before. I've never did. Like, it is forgotten about. I'm gonna be honest.
Looking at the Bulls bench, who's not in the game, who had fouled out. That, of course, was Scottie Pippen. This shot for Jordan's career in the series is important for a multitude of reasons. If MJ missed that shot, the Bulls most likely are down 2-1. At that point, 91 finals completely flips. Like I said earlier, at least going 6, but possibly 7. And here's some more added context that makes it even more impressive. MJ after that shot on Vlade.
Chat, the thing about these shoes are, these Jordans right here, these are infrareds. And I'm not gonna lie, I always thought these Jordans specifically are so fire. Like, I need to get a pair of these Jordans. I'm gonna be honest, chat. What's your guys' favorite Jordans? Let me know down below. Do you guys, like 1 through 12, do you guys like the 1s the best? The 6s the best? The 12s, the 11s, the 7s, the 8s? Let me know down below. I like the Aqua 8s too, chat. And the bread 11s.
Injured his big toe, and for the entire OT period was playing hobbled. And despite that, Jordan, a phenomenal OT.
Okay.
6 points, 1 dime, 2 or 3 shooting, and from the line, he was perfect.
One thing that's going to bother the Bulls, just during that last play, Michael Jordan hurt the tip of his big toe. They've taken it up, taken a look at it, and it's going to be painful, but he'll try to go with it. Marv? Magic Johnson slow to get up. Action! The series tied at 1. This game 3 of the best of 7 NBA Championship Series. Here's Jordan.
Bro, he acts like he's not doing anything to get to explosive.
Left in overtime. The spin by Jordan.
Oh!
Shots, they were able to settle down. They closed strong.
Michael Jordan's play in overtime, the shot in the fourth quarter, changed the entire series. And one thing I do want to hammer home, when it comes to any playoff series, any final series, they hinge on moments, they hinge on shots. Michael Jordan the entire game, not a great game shooting-wise. But in the big-time moments, the biggest quarter, he came through like very few could.
This game, if he misses that shot, they're playing 2 days later on a Sunday. He's just had a shitty game. Everybody's like, wow, Michael Jordan doesn't have it. Not tough enough.
What? Chat, how did you guys feel at this time? Like, people were saying that, like, he's not tough enough. He doesn't have it. He's going to lose. He's not that good. He's not a finals player. Like, how did you guys feel? Because this is kind of crazy seeing Jordan getting treated like this.
Doesn't choked. Stage a little too big for him. It's still Magic and Birds League. Now there's all this pressure on that game 4, and there was a possibility where he could have, like, kind of gone to the dark side. I do think this series could have flipped if the Lakers win this game. I think it could have been very similar to that 88 finals where the Pistons lose the series, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened?
So that right there is exactly what I'm talking about. In certain series, certain moments, some players rise to the occasion and others don't. And looking at 91 Jordan in the fourth quarters, I mean, absolutely brilliant. In the series games 1 through 5, 8.6 points per game, 3.0 dimes, 58.6% shooting, and for the line, only missed 1 free throw. Now,
look how crucial these free throws are, man. And he comes down and just goes crazy.
Go full circle right here. When saying Jordan's finals record is overrated, 6-0 is overblown, moments like this, games like this, prove otherwise. The 91 finals, the Bulls, they weren't some juggernaut, and the Lakers, they weren't some bum squad. And looking at that series, while it did only go 5 games, very easily could have gone 6, even 7, if Michael Jordan, the player, wasn't as clutch.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
So that right there is the end of the video, and I'll say one last thing. When it comes to Jordan's finals career, his career in general, there's so many iconic moments, iconic plays, a lot of them get lost in the shuffle, and they get forgotten. So fans 30, 40 years later looking at Jordan, you know, being 6-0, they don't say Jordan was so clutch, so phenomenal. What they say is Jordan had so much help, had the most stacked teams of all time. When in reality...
Yeah, I don't understand that. Why do people genuinely try to say that he did have a stacked team? Bro, he got it from the dirt. Bro, these guys were drafted together. They worked together to get here.
It's not really true. Did Jordan have help? Of course he did. Any great player always requires help. But going 6-0 requires more than help. What it requires is a superstar player who's clutch and hits timely shots in crucial spots. Michael Jordan 91 did just that. And going forward with the series, 1992, the exact same thing. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
And you're like, okay, you know, the Chicago team, probably too young, their first year in the finals, you know, all the stuff people thought ahead of time. And I do think the Lakers were favored in Vegas to win this series from what I was able to, okay, so.
Well, we mentioned earlier that several Chicago Bulls candidly admitted that they were nervous going into game 1. And I talked.
See? Exactly. They were literally the underdogs, bro. They were nervous. Like, these guys were not even experienced.
About that with Bill Cartwright.
Guys were definitely tight. And obviously, I've never been in this type of situation before, and none of our guys have.
Facts.
And, it's a learning experience.
Mike, it is so rare where players will admit that they were nervous and tentative.
But it's Magic and Worthy and you know, all the experience, and who are these guys? I predict the Bulls are going to win in 5. And there's just this outrage in the media, sort of how dare you, it's an insult to the Lakers. Who are these guys?
The Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, hating on them, and then when they start winning. Okay, chat, did the Boston Celtics used to hate on the Bulls? Because I feel like the Boston Celtics Bulls rivalry, during that time, Larry Bird and Ding, I feel like a lot of Celtics fans thought the Lakers would win. Let me know down below, though.
Domination of this series has to be considered a major surprise. Mike, there was no reason to believe that the Lakers would fall apart so dramatically.
I think it was a combination of things. I'm not quite sure that everyone gave the Bulls the credit they deserved throughout the season. I think everyone felt the balance of power was in the West this year. That Portland.
Wait, Phil Jackson was on the Lakers before he was on the Bulls with Jordan? Hold on. So he played Jordan in the finals? Wait a minute. Chat, is this a thing?
Was the best team, and when the Lakers got by them, that the Lakers then were just going to put the Bulls away. But the Bulls team was a deceiving team. They did it with a very intricate offense in the half-court area, the ability to score in transition, and then the great team defense.
And Michael Jordan has answered a couple of questions. There have been doubters over the years whether a team led by Jordan could win a championship.
Chat, how do you guys, let me know down below, because this is the end of the video. How did you guys feel about this championship and, the Bulls taking a win over the Lakers and everything? Let me know down below. I'm just genuinely curious. And it's kind of crazy that Jordan was an underdog before, bro. Like, you would think he's so good he couldn't be the underdog, but he was, man. But, this is the end of the video, chat, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man, and recommend me some more bangers to react to, because this was an absolute banger, man. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Yes, sir.